Hi guys, and welcome back to Appraisal Paper Planning. I am Taylor, and today what we are going to do is I'm going to give a planner review of the EC Petite Planner Wedding Planner. And I know if you have seen any of my videos before this, I have talked about this a little bit, just in the fact that I use it for my wedding planning. Just a little bit about the wedding I plan on having. At max, I'm having 150 people. The church thankfully can hold 400 plus with COVID restrictions, if that is still a thing come December. But I didn't feel like I needed the big book because from what I could see, the big book is the exact same as this, except for it had monthly spreads in it. And the thing that I found out about this book, I didn't even find out until after I bought it, but it ended up being really nice, is there's enough dot pages in the back to where you can make your own monthly spreads, and I'm going to show that to you guys here in a second. But this is the cover of it. Actually, I have a sleeve on top of it just to keep it, usable. Not really doing it for looks. I only bought one EC surprise box, and it was the summer one that was, I think it was more petite oriented. I'm trying to think, but it's the one that had the glue in it. It's the one that had the original note cube that wasn't even sticky notes. Basically, I think it was a bad one, in my opinion. I have not bought one since, just because they clearly, it was not a good one for me. So I've decided not to go for those again, and I don't think I need them. In fact, my desk stand for my, work planner was actually in a surprise box, but people wanted it so much that they ended up putting it in the store for cheaper than what they said the value was going to be in the box. So anyway, I felt like if there was something I really wanted in the box, I would find ways to get it, is what I'm trying to say. So don't buy any more of those. But back to this. I'm going to open it for you guys. If you see any post-its anywhere, it's just there's some info on there that I'd rather not put out there, and I'm sure sometimes it's some people's contact information and stuff, or their names, and I just try to keep it all as secret as possible. So I wanted to keep their privacy. I'm the one that's sharing this. They're not the ones that are sharing it, if that makes any sense. So on the inside, I have my wedding date. Gonna be honest, I haven't been using this much just because I was in school. In fact, my mom and I talked today about needing to kind of get our crap together and start focusing on this, because it's coming up. It's kind of exciting. But on this left side, I don't know if you can read it over here, it just says this book belongs to, and there's 2 lines on there. So I went ahead and wrote my name and my fiance's name. This is, again, I told you why the post-its are there. So I can put a wedding date there. I'll probably put it afterwards. This, just something cute. EC likes to do their full page spreads with a cute little quote, and it's very true. I am so happy to have my true love and my best friend. It just says the secret to having it all is knowing you already do. They have some really cute quotes in here. This is just a lined notes page. I put a little something here. I wrote it 2 days after we got engaged, so I wrote it for my fiance, future husband. This just has some nice wedding tips over here. Getting started, the wedding colors, style and themes. Most important things for wedding must-haves. Stuff for LD, I put for my grandma because she has been talking to me a lot about what she wants. So I'm trying to keep it nice for her. And then I actually, believe it or not, my fiance and I came up with those 3. He has been kind of funny. There's some things that he's really into, and there's some things that he is just not. And then the next few pages are kind of checklists for however many months out. I actually have some of this going, so that is fun to know. I have some things done. Our reception, actually. So, okay, booking the date. Did not realize how hard this was, because you have to have a fun date that both the venue you want and the reception you want, if they are 2 different places, you got to find a date that they both have open and in a month that you want. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when I tell you I was stress crying, I was stress crying. But I also stress too much. In fact, my fiance is a little worried about how much I stress. But it's okay. The good thing about our reception is catering, the DJ, a whole bunch of stuff comes with the original price, which was super nice. Also, I'm sorry, but if you are planning on trying to have a wedding with $10,000 or less, I wish you luck. That's what I was originally going with, and I just flat out was like, Mom, it's impossible. Our reception alone with the catering and everything in it is already above that, and that's just the reception. Our venue is nowhere crazy like that, but food especially really gets you. In case you're curious, I did not know, and I am doing this for the first time, but that's just me. So this is 14 to 9 months before, 8 to 6 months before, just what it says. It's very straightforward, and then I didn't really show you this on the other side, but on this side you do have notes. I covered my notes with Post-its, so just each checklist for each month before, you get a notes page, which is really nice because I'm able to just write stuff down. So again, 4 to 2 months before, 1 month before, and then it starts getting to week of, and then the next page after that is the wedding party. You have, I should have counted, 20. You have 20 boxes, so clearly you are not going to have 20 people as bridesmaids and groomsmen. This is about ring bearers, flower girls, anything that is part of the wedding party you can put in here. Clearly, your ring bearers most likely are not going to have a phone number unless something drastic happens by the time you watch this video, and like 3-year-olds having phone numbers. But besides that, you can still put who is doing what, so you know, and in case they have any questions, you can give it to someone. Like, say your maid of honor wants to have everyone's phone numbers. Well, I could give them everyone's phone numbers and do it, and just look at here and figure that out. So these boxes, as you can see, they all look exactly like this. You can put whatever you want in it, whatever is most helpful to you. It's really up to you. So there's that. Writing your vows. So they have, I want to say, oh, okay, so it's just this page for wedding vows. Now, the wedding my fiance and I have, our vows are in it, so we don't get to write our own vows, if that makes any sense. So these pages I've just been using for notes and stuff, and you'll see that I've been using this to what I think is best, and which is also why I wanted to go with the Petite instead of the big 7x9 planner. But this is really nice for me to just be able to jot some notes down, especially since I use the dot grid pages in the back for monthly spreads. So this is where I can, especially at the beginning, as you can tell, I was just writing stuff down and try to figure it out. Guest list. So what I did, we can have a max of 150, as I said earlier. So on the left side, I had a rough draft of the people I wanted. Did I say right? I meant left. On the left side, I had rough draft of people I wanted. Right side was rough draft of the people my fiance wanted. So that way we can figure it out. I don't know why I did it that way. Maybe it was just easier for me to count it up. I don't know. So, but that is that. This budget checklist, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used it, clearly. I don't really know how I would use it, because again, all of this comes with that, did someone else say DJ and music? All of that goes with the reception, so there's just some stuff in here I am not going to need. Also, stationery is super expensive. Like, so we probably won't have programs. We aren't going to have seating. We aren't going to have menu cards, most likely. We'll have thank you notes and postage and stuff. But that's just some stuff that you can white out. I kind of like that they have everything written down just so I can look at it and decide if I need it or not. Whereas if it's blank, I would kind of freak out not knowing what exactly I'm supposed to be looking for. So I like actually how they have this for me, just because I haven't been to a wedding in a long time, and even then I was really young when I went to the wedding, clearly. So this is nice for me, not having been to a wedding in a long time and not knowing necessarily how it works, if that makes any sense. picture this. This is nice just for the photographer, because a lot of the times they're asking like what you want pictures of, and you give them a list, whereas this just kind of gives you a list for you. And again, you can be like, I don't want the banquet toss if you're not going to do it. So there's some stuff that you can just eggs out, but this book is really nice when it comes to trying to give you ideas of what planning should look like. Music list, I just put this out. I don't know if my dad watches my videos. I don't think he does. But it's a really cute song, and we both know it. Yeah. It's really cute. I'm gonna cry. Not gonna lie, I listened to this song a few days after I got engaged, and I was bawling my eyes out. I've never bawled my eyes out to that song. Like, I've gotten a little teary-eyed just thinking of my dad, but I've never been, like, kind of low-key saying, Taylor, why the crap are you crying this much over a song? That sort of crying. But it's a really cute song, but this is just a music list. I don't know. See, this is a bunch of the stuff that you just don't think about when you're about to get married. You're like, oh, yay, marriage. And you're like, I have to think all the way down to what music I want when I'm entering. It's bizarro. And again, maybe you just give the, I don't know. I haven't even, the DJ hasn't really asked us what songs and stuff yet, so I haven't gotten into all this yet. I've gotten a little bit into the flowers just because, again, we already know the colors that we want. So then I also know the date, so I highlighted which flowers are in season and then which ones are purple. We're going for a dark purple, so plum, but not burgundy. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize how much that would change things between a plum and a burgundy, because almost everyone does burgundy, but plum, it's a whole other thing. Cake stuff, I already have, well, I'm going to be getting in contact with a cake person, but this is just nice to know for who is allergic to stuff, who is not. I know one of my cousins is vegan, so I've got to have to try something for her. Well, she's vegan. I have some friends that are vegetarian, and so trying to cater to all of them is going to be fun. Drink stuff, again, the bar is going to be with our venue, which makes life nice, but we will see. This is something we'll get back to. Again, this is just trying to be a review. This will be nice when we get to tastings. We booked our venue, but they said tastings aren't going to be for a while later. So there's that. This is going to be so helpful. So helpful. I already have some stuff written down, trying to hide it because contact information and stuff. I also don't want you guys knowing where I'm getting married just because I don't want random people to show up. But this is this, again, really nice. And then there's 2 spaces for other in case you need other. I won't need that. I'm hoping I won't need that. We'll see. And so on and so forth. So again, this book really does give you a lot. Again, I am not doing this to save my health. So I won't be needing this. Don't know what I'm going to be. I don't know if I'll reuse it for something else. This is going to be really nice when we open all the gifts and I can just check off what we've done, what gift from who, and that way when we're doing thank you cards, it'll be easy. And there's 1, 2, just 2 of those. So really nice gifts to give to people. This is what I was thinking for my proposal for my bridesmaids. I ended up getting a really cute, I bought one for myself. It's like a little traveler jewelry box and it has their initials on it. So it's really cute. I liked it a lot. Again, especially when I was going back and forth between college and here, that thing it was so helpful. I wish I bought it earlier, but it happens. So I clearly haven't done anything else for this. This may or may not be helpful for me. It might be helpful for me to keep it, like write it down once, but then day of, if I try to look at this, I will stress out. So I think what I need to do is write it down once, maybe give it to someone else, or just be like, hey, it's my wedding day. I'm not thinking about anything. I've told all my bridesmaids that. I've said, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you all tasks to do. Because I don't want anyone coming to me. If some people are going crazy, just go over and kick them out. And I'm going to assign certain people, because certain people are going to be better at kicking them out than others, if you know what I mean. I have some really, really, really nice friends, but they just don't do that whole thing, which is fine. I mean, not everyone can. So it's just knowing who to put where. Basically, I don't want to do anything, which I think is okay. And then thank you notes. I do not know if I'm going to use this template. It might be easier when it comes to everything. I don't know. Again, don't know how that works. This is just the first of the many. So the rest of this book is just dot grids. So, and what I wanted to show you is how I was able. So this is February 2021, and this is the day I got engaged. Woohoo! And so I was able to put 1 month per 2-page spread and get all the way to February 2022, which should be plenty of time for me to get all this figured out. Also, 100% try to go with EC Monthly's colors, because that's what I was used to at the time. So I try my best. But this is just it, and I wanted to mark down if there were birthdays or anything, just so I could move around it. Originally I had goals down here. I have completely not caught up with this at all. Well, sort of. We got to save the dates. We just need to send them. I am pretty close to actually keeping up with my goals. I'm proud of myself. I haven't been looking at it. So, this is this, and that is the rest of them. This book came with different stickers. This comes with, it's a different Petite planner that's for memory keeping, which looks exactly like the EC memory keeping I was telling you about from my seasonal surprise box that I just did not like. But the stickers that came with this were completely miscut. And I also just didn't see them as stickers I would actually use. These aren't functional at all, but they're still very geared towards wedding. And I could clearly put them somewhere, like maybe decorate the monthly pages with it, maybe put it in my other planners. But this, I think I would actually do more with than the stickers that came with this. But all in all, that is the EC Petite Wedding Planner. And it is online. I know I have been saying, I don't know if it is for a few videos, but it is on EC's website. So this is definitely something, if you aren't looking for a huge wedding, I know 150 sounds like a lot. Trust me, it's not. Wedding guest lists already are really crammed between the two of us and our 2 parents who are divorced. So it's like 4 families that we're trying to squeeze into here. Not even including friends that I'm adding. So this is this, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Bye.